Hello, everyone, and welcome to Isms by Josie. Today, we're going to be trying out our new Gelish Soft Gel nail system. Let's get started. So, from last video, I explained that I had been wanting to try this system out. It's been on my list of systems to try. And now that I've finished my hard gel, I have the opportunity to get this started. So I'm just applying some pH bond onto each nail. As we've seen in the last video, it does come with a little bottle of pH bond, but since I have this one already open, I didn't want to have to open the new bottle. So, we'll see if this pH bond holds up. This is a new system, so I don't know if any formulas have changed for this system, but we're going to find out as I wear these for 2 weeks. Moving on, we're applying some of the acid-free primer. Again, I didn't open the tiny bottle that came with it. So we'll see again if this holds up to this nail system. So I'll just be applying to each nail. So, as you know, January when I stripped my nails, I said I would love to see how long I can get these to grow. And they grew out a decent amount, as you've seen in the last nail video for short nails since January. But since I'm trying out this new system on this hand, I ended up just clipping my tips. So now I'm just going to select sizes for my nails, and we're using the Long Coffin Gelish Soft Gel tips. And I'm just going to go from the smallest and work my way up. So I love the feel of these tips. There's some traction on them, so I know that I can design with them. And they're fairly strong. My concern is how they will hold to my daily wear and tear. The other thing that I am a little concerned about using these any pre-made tips is that the curvature on them is obviously fixed. So if it doesn't fit my nail right, it's just gonna, if anyone has ever like went to the salon and put on tips with the acrylics for the first time, it feels so different. Like it's kind of not painful, but because I guess the tips that they use and the stiffness of the acrylics that keep them in shape, it makes your, I guess, the curvature of your nails bend into a position that it's not used to. So on some of these, it feels snug, but it's not. It's a good fit. It's just it's forcing, like all your nails are all different. So for example, like the index fingers, usually that one finger that grows out differently from the rest. It has a more downward slope. So when you put a nail on there, it already wants to define its own slope, its own curvature. And if you try to fit it into something like a tip that's changing it, it's just a little uncomfortable. And then the same with the thumbnail. Some thumbnails are flatter than others, so when you force it into a tip, you know, your your body, your fingers, they just don't like that. So there'll be like a day or two of discomfort just trying to get it used to the shape. So that's my one thing about using tips. The other thing is too, like, I'm surprised that I found sizes for me. I know I'm just getting a little finicky because it is fitting into that curvature, so it feels uncomfortable. But for the most part, they fit pretty well, and I love that like the smallest sizes are fitting because you know, let's just say so there's 11 sizes, and then there's 50 pieces per size. So once I use up these tips 50 times, I can just move on to a larger size and just file it down. So I'm gonna try to like, well, depending on, you know, how it's like 50 times down the road, maybe I'll try out a new system by then. If not, I'll just file the tips down to fit and see what happens with that. So, yeah, I mean, I'm gonna get a lot out of this, which is great because, you know, we all can't um go Amazon happy. So I used to, but so basically I would be just trying to get little things here and there. But these systems, as you know, they cost a pretty penny. Even if it's, you know, like a $20 one on Amazon, like it's still $20 that you could be using for something else. So for something cosmetic like this, I'm definitely excited that I'm already gonna have 50 uses out of this, and then, you know, potentially more. So this is certainly a good buy. For the most part though, I think the Gelish Polygel kit is the best buy so far because that had lasted me maybe I think like a year and a half. So after sizing this, I'm taking my nail tip primer. It's the little bottle that came in with the kit I'm using this time, and I'm applying it under each tip, and you want to apply it where it's going to cover your nail bed. So this I've never really done before. Like they usually just tell you to put it on your natural nail. So you know, I'm hoping that this part here that we're doing is going to make so much of a better bond than, for example, the press on nail video that I did like last month. Was it last month or like the month before? I can't remember, but I mean they did last 2 weeks. I didn't have to do all that jazz. I mean it's to be honest, like it was fine with the glue, but yeah, like I didn't try an option of putting primer underneath the nail. So after that, I am going to take my soft gel tip adhesive, and I'm going to be applying like a very small amount. And when I was watching the Gelish Soft Gel tip video, they put a small amount like this. And I'm like, ooh, okay, maybe that's gonna work. So just a little close up here. This is my first nail I did, and it looks like it's getting up there, and I'm like a little worried that it's not gonna be enough. But you want to be able to maintain pressure and squeeze all those air bubbles that I'm making on my own there. And we're gonna tap the light, cure it for 5 seconds. And then we're gonna tap it again. And that should be a good bond, and I'll slip it under the 18G LED lamp from Gelish. for I think it said 60 seconds, and then move on to the next nail here. So I'm gonna have to gauge how much I put because it is such a tiny bottle. As you can see, if you can imagine me dipping, and it's a very thick consistency. So I'm not too sure how much gel is in there, but I know that I'll probably won't get most of it out. So a little disappointed that they didn't give me a full size bottle. But I'm just going to lay this down. And you know what? When you do this, definitely make sure that your nail is not crooked. So I didn't at the time. I was too concentrated on putting this on right that I kind of skewed this in an angle. So after curing, it's not straight. But yeah, I'm definitely gonna have to gauge how much I put on because as you can see, there's a little overage there under the tip. So I would like to get it. The pinky was great. I think that was like the first best application that a newbie could try, I feel, because I put just enough to make it cover and adhere. And the next two nails, I think I did a little too much, a little more than I needed. But another tip that I can offer is when you do these kinds of nails, to not directly go onto the cuticle, maybe slip it down a little bit, and then when you make contact with your nail, you push it towards your cuticle. That way you won't have any soft gel adhesive coming out of the cuticle. But I'm so amazed that this is taking this long. And for the life of me, I don't think I needed to. I think I edited out just moving my hand from picking up the actual tip and moving it. But that's pretty much all I had to edit in between these nails. So this is very fast. So I mean, this is an 18-minute video. I definitely sped up some of the filing, but for the most part, this was a very quick application. So I'm really happy that I decided to try this system out first, because I'm just tired of I love hard gel. I do. I love polygel. Like it's so weird because there's two differences that I love about it. But I love working with hard gel, but it does take time to sculpt. And with these soft gel tips, as you can see, it's just so quick. 1, 2, 3. I did the same thing here. I didn't really look at how straight I was going. So this is angled a little bit. And I would only know because I can see it close up. So so I guess that's okay if you're worried about other people noticing how crooked it is, but I know it's crooked, so it doesn't make me feel easy about it. But these are the tips adhered on the Gelish Soft Gel Nail System way, and it's so awesome. And the lines are so clean, and it feels so light. So I'm just going to go in with my cone shaped bit, and I'm just going to file down the sides. I mean, there's not much really that I need to do here, but just because I want things to look like supernatural with my long nails, supernatural, and just file down the edges. there was not much edge to file down, so I just also want to make sure I'm not filing the tip off, because that would be a fail. But yeah, so I'm going to do this around each nail. But yeah, you can do this if you have any of that adhesive that comes out from the edges. So you can smooth it down that way. So some people have you like take a brush and wipe it off before you cure, but I mean, once you let go of that nail, it starts lifting up. It doesn't want to stay down, especially if your curvature is flat or anything like that. So I would just wait till after. But now I'm just going to take like my medium buffer, and I'm just going to lightly buff the surface of the nails. And this is just my concern of, if I put a design on here, will it peel off? So I'm just going to do this to make sure that it doesn't. But this is probably overly excessive. I don't know, I'm going too much. Maybe enough to just get rid of the shiny areas. And I'll have to look more into the videos. Maybe you don't even need to do this, because like I said, there's a little traction on these nails. So maybe because they're made out of soft gel, I mean, it's designed for you to already put nail polish directly on there. And in the Gelish video, I think that's exactly what they did. So I'm really happy that I don't have to go through my foundation gel, considering I'm running out of that anyway. So looking ahead, I'm really excited to use this, because I'm just excited about saving time and materials that I use. But this is what it is here. And this is the side profile. I really like it. I do, and I'm excited to show the next videos of my designs that I'll be doing. But thank you so much for watching. This is Isms by Josie. Please share, like, and subscribe for future videos. And I hope that you stick with me for the next string of videos ahead to see the designs that we lay on here. Thanks. Bye.